everyone, it's Nicole here and welcome back to BOCHINOT Macrame. In this knotting pattern tutorial, we will be going over a berry knot shell pattern. One of my favorite things to do with macrame is coming up with new knotting designs and patterns. I really like just sitting down and brainstorming patterns that I've used before and changing it up with one knot at a time to create a new pattern. In this particular pattern, I've incorporated a shell pattern, which I have been incorporating into several of my projects, and I have been really enjoying this design in my projects, but I also wanted to change it up a little, so I incorporated a berry knot in the center to create a berry knot shell design. When you repeat this pattern, you can use this as a sennit pattern for your plant hangers, or you can incorporate it as layers into your wall hangings, or you can just incorporate this small berry knot section into the middle of any macrame project. So if you want to incorporate it into the center of a macrame wall hanging or in the bottom of a macrame plant hanger design, you can definitely do that. What I've done is I've incorporated this pattern into my macrame wedding backdrop that I am currently working on. If you guys are interested in seeing how I did that, this is what the project looks like thus far. Over the next several weeks, I will be building on this macrame backdrop with the base layer, and then on top of the base layer with several other layers to create a large 70-inch macrame backdrop. The purpose of this is to not only make the macrame backdrop, but also incorporate some new knotting techniques, such as this pattern that we will be going over today, as well as some tips and tricks on how to save cord for your project so you don't waste as much at the end. These are some examples of some things we go over in each and every tutorial that I release on my BOCHINOT Macrame community on Patreon. So if you're interested in learning more about macrame and advancing your macrame skill set from beginner to advanced level, then this may be the platform for you. And if you are a beginner and you're not quite ready to tackle large projects such as a macrame backdrop yet, we offer a macrame starter kit which goes over a small wall hanging pattern, but it does go over 6 of the basic knots of macrame, including all of the knots that we will be going over in this berry knot shell pattern today. So the berry knot and the double half hitch knot and the larkset knot are some of the knots that we go over in the starter kit pattern, and you will also get all the supplies and materials to make this wall hanging. If, however, you need some cord and you have all the other supplies and you want to just learn off tutorials on YouTube, we do offer a 2-for-1 cord deal, which is a really great deal on our premium single strand cotton cord. For more details on the starter kit or the 2-for-1 deal, check out the links in the video description below. And with that, let's get started. Before we begin the knot pattern, I want to show you guys the cord that I will be using in the tutorial. This is a 4mm single strand cotton cord from our foundation cord line. This is a premium 100% organic cotton cord. Not only is it soft on the hands and very comfortable to knot with, it is also sturdy, so it can survive a lot of unknotting and reknotting. The roll that I am holding up here is our jumbo roll that comes in 400 meters in length. If you're interested, check out the link in the video description below. You will need 6 long strands of cord to start this project. I've used cords at about 300 centimeters in length, folded in half and attached onto the dowel using larkset knots. To begin the pattern, we're going to take the middle 4 cords and we're going to make a berry knot. So we're going to start off with 3 consecutive square knots. The first square knot we're going to make about 1 inch down from the larkset knot row above, just so that there's enough room to weave the anchor cords through there once the consecutive square knots are complete. Then taking the middle 2 cords, we're going to weave them through the hole right above the first square knot in the middle. Pull the cord ends through the back and then finish off with one more square knot using the same working cords and same anchor cords. We will now start our shell pattern on the left side. What we're going to do is we're going to take 6 cords at a time to make a shell pattern. Starting with the far left cord as an anchor cord, make 5 diagonal double half hitch knots to the right. Then taking that last working cord that we had used, and we're going to use that as an anchor cord now, and we're going to make a row of diagonal double half hitch knots back upwards diagonally to the left. So instead of working downwards, we're going to work upwards diagonally. Taking the second cord from the middle cord again as the anchor cord, make another row of double half hitch knots to the left. Flip the anchor cord back over to the right, and then now we're going to make a row of double half hitch knots to the right for a total of 4 double half hitch knots. Then take the far left cord underneath as an anchor cord and make another 4 double half hitch knots to the right. Then taking the far right cord, which was the anchor cord from above, we're going to use that as an anchor cord for another row of double half hitch knots. So taking the next cord to it, we're going to use that as a working cord for a double half hitch knot. And then we're going to pull it nicely up against the row above. Then continue to the left with the remainder of the cords. To make the shell pattern cave in more, pull on the anchor cord so that the knots are nice and tight. Now we're going to repeat for the exact same pattern on the right side. Using the far right cord as an anchor cord, make 5 diagonal double half hitch knots to the left. Then taking the second cord from the middle cord, we're going to use that as an anchor cord for a row of double half hitch knots to the right. And this time we're going to make 4 double half hitch knots. Take the left cord underneath as an anchor cord again and make another 4 double half hitch knots to the right. Take the anchor cord over to the left, and now we're going to make 4 double half hitch knots back to the left side. Take the right cord underneath as the anchor cord for 4 more double half hitch knots to the left. Then lastly, take the anchor cord that we had just used as a working cord for a double half hitch knot onto the left cord from above. Make the double half hitch knot at the bottom first if it is easier, and then slide it up to meet the double half hitch knot row above. Then continue with the remainder of the cords for a row of double half hitch knots to the right. Then finish off with one last berry knot underneath. You can continue repeating the shell pattern and the berry knots underneath for a long sennit pattern, or you can just incorporate this pattern into the center of any macrame piece. And that concludes our berry knot shell knotting pattern tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed learning this new knotting pattern. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to BOCHINOT Macrame for more tutorials just like this. And if you do decide to incorporate this pattern into any of your projects, make sure you share with me on Instagram by tagging BOCHINOT. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.